G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to check out WLtoys' new 1/18 scale brushless buggy. Now this has a few different names to it. It's called Roadster Time, four-wheel drive, also Mad Max, and the actual model number of this one is the 184016. Now about 5 months ago, back in April, I actually made a quick video on the brushed version of this, but it looks like WLtoys didn't release it. It was called the 184010. Basically is exactly the same as this one, except it had a 550 brushed motor in it and it was green. I'll leave a pop-up link to that video up on the top corner of the screen. You can check that out later. But yeah, this one is their new brushless version. As you can see, they're claiming 75 k's an hour out of the box. We have a 2845 brushless motor with this one. There is no kV rating on either the box or the actual listings online, so I'm just guessing that they're using some of the stock that they've got, you know, already in the factory from the previous 1/14 scale models and the 1/12 scale models, maybe the version 2 models. I've got a feeling they might be using the 4300 kV motor. Over here we also can see it's got a 35 amp brushless ESC. Okay, now this does have a separate receiver, so it's not an ESC receiver combo. 1/18 scale racing buggy. On the side here, some more specs. Okay, just showing you some of the parts here, and on the side of the box we've got some more photos. Okay guys, so anyway, let's take it out of the box, have a look what we get, and then I'm going to take it for a speed test. We'll see if we can get the 75 k's an hour that they claim, or very close to it, and yeah, we'll take it for a bash test as well, so let's check it out. Alright guys, we'll get the standard stuff. We've got the user manual with the USB 2S charger, wheel wrench there, and standard controller. Guys, there's no real need to go over this controller. We've seen it hundreds of thousands of times before. V2 controller by the look of it, and takes 4 AA batteries. It's fully proportional. Now I've mentioned with this transmitter that I wish WLtoys would finally add a steering dual rate. They've always made these very simple with just a steering trim and a throttle dual rate to adjust the speed, but I think one extra dial, even if they put it up here, wouldn't hurt for steering dual rates, because especially when you're doing speed runs with these cars, I mean, you want to dial down that sensitivity of the steering. It's less likely to crash, but it is what it is. It doesn't look like they're changing up these controllers anytime soon. They've just labeled this one with a 184 for this model, but yeah, standard controller. Okay, so here is the 184016 or Mad Max 1/18 scale brushless buggy. Now, looks like it does have oil-filled shocks, okay, but this back doesn't seem to have much at all. It's still quite bouncy, guys. Check that out. Okay, now the front seems like it's got more oil than the back here. This one is very bouncy on the back compared to the front, so I don't know what they've done there. They've probably put oil in it, but they probably put hardly in it, because I'm just lifting that up slightly and that's bottoming out on my bench here. But anyway guys, there it is there. We've got a combination of metal and plastic parts. Now basically what this is a cross between their A959 series buggies and the 144001. We can see we've got the little chassis, 1/18 scale chassis of the 144 and 124 models, okay, rather than just plastic. We've got plastic swing arms front and rear. It looks like they could be the same design as the A959 series. We also have the tires off the A959 series. They are not foam filled on this model, and we have the 144 style actual wheels here, okay. As far as the body design here, the color combo, I don't know guys, I'm not really digging it. I think it looks real toy grade. It actually reminds me of a, you know, M&M's or Smarties jelly bean sort of packet. I don't know why they went for that sort of look, because the brushed version of this that hasn't come out yet, looks totally different. It's a green body shell. It looks a lot better. I think it just makes the car look a bit too toyish, you know, like it's made for kids, which I guess it is in a way. But yeah, I'm just not digging this this color combo, but it is what it is. It's a shame that they didn't go with a better sort of color scheme, you know, but that's just my opinion. You know, some people might like it. I just think personally it doesn't go with the Mad Max name of this buggy. You know, Mad Max is an iconic 80s Australian classic action film, and yeah, it just doesn't go with it, in my opinion. They could have went with, you know, an A959 body shell, or even the body shell from the previous 184011. You can see the differences between the two body shells. This one is a little bit deeper, but the actual body shell shape is the same. And you could probably fit this one on this buggy. Let's just have a look. It should all line up. Let's have a look here. It does actually fit. As you can see, the body posts line up. But yeah, I think they could have just went with a body shell that looks more, you know, like a buggy body shell rather than, you know, a lolly wrapper. Okay? But anyway. Okay, let's have a look underneath, guys, quickly before I take it out. We have a standalone WLtoys receiver, on and off switch for the ESC there. We have the 35 amp ESC, okay. The brushless motor, like I said, it's a 2845 brushless motor. No KV rating, but I'm guessing that it's just, you know, leftover stock that they've got for their previous models. I mean, WLtoys were using at first the 3400 kV brushless motors on the V1 models of the 12 scale buggies, but then they changed to their recent models, the V2 with the 4300 kV. So it's probably a 4300 kV motor. Servo horn there looks exactly the same as the A959 model. 3-wire servo, of course. Oil-filled shocks. We've got metal diffs, of course, on this model, just like the A959B. We've got a couple of capacitors for the ESC here as well, tucked in there. It does have metal tie rods, adjustable tie rods on this model, okay. Got metal hinge pin braces. So yeah, it's just basically a combination between the A959 series and the 144001, okay guys. So yeah, got the battery here. It's just a 1500 milliamp hour. It's actually you've gone back to using the original batteries from the A959 series cars. 1500 milliamp hour, 2S LiPo with this one. So it'll be interesting to see if we can use this battery and get close to that 75 k's an hour. Now in the battery bay here, we can see we've got those two brackets, much like the larger scale models, but underneath here they don't have those extra holes to actually, you know, lengthen the battery bay compartment. So if you want to fit larger batteries in this car, you're going to have to take those brackets off, because I find that rather interesting that there's no adjustability there, because Makerfire did actually send me this one out for review, and they've got 3 different packages. A 2200 milliamp hour package that you can buy, and a 2600 milliamp hour package that you can buy. So yeah, I'll leave the links to Makerfire below. You can use my coupon code for this one as well to get it a bit cheaper. But this car isn't that cheap, guys, compared to some of the other ones out there. This one starts at $139 US up to $154 US. That's without using my code. So anyway, guys, we're going to take for a speed test now. I'm going to charge up this battery, of course, the 1500 milliamp hour. We're going to see if we can get that 75 k's on the box. So that's coming up next, and then we'll take it for a bit of a bash as well. Alright guys, we're out here with the Mad Max buggy from WLtoys. We're going to do a quick speed test. It's at 0 on the standard battery. See what I can get. Wow, what's going on here? It's lost power. Lost power totally. Just charged up the original battery, guys, that came with it. Maybe I got a dud battery. 32 k's an hour. It's not even powering on now. Turn it off. Turn it back on. That's odd. Maybe got a dud. Okay, let's try it again. 0. Okay. Put this in my pocket. Yep. It's slow. What's going on here? And the throttle rate dial is at its maximum. Got no power. All right, I'm going to try another battery out, guys. Looks like this battery might be a dud. It's brand new. You see it there. It's a battery that came with it and it was fully charged. So I'll try another battery out, guys, and we'll see if that makes any difference. Guys, I just took out the stock battery. There's obviously probably something wrong with that. Maybe, we'll see. I've got a 1600 milliamp hour. Now if this problem happens again, it might be a faulty ESC. So luckily I had a couple of batteries charged up. Now this battery I got in here is a 1600 milliamp hour LiPo, so it's pretty much on par with what was in it anyway. Turn it on, see. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, well, looks like an ESC problem. It's definitely not a battery problem. So I'm holding it down and then it just dies. Now it's cut off completely, so I've reset it and now it's slowed down straight away as soon as you let go of the initial full throttle, and it shuts off. So alright, well there is the review of this buggy, guys. I can't really do anything with it. Obviously these ESCs aren't the best. It's definitely not a battery issue, because I was wondering, gee, you know, this is a brand new 2S LiPo. It's charged up, fully charged before I come out here today, and I've just now put another battery from another RC, 1600 milliamp hour LiPo, doing the exact same thing. So, well, that was pretty short and sweet review. So guys, I can't really recommend this buggy based on the fact that I've been given a dud. Yeah, I'm gonna have to report back to Makerfire and let them know of this issue. Unfortunately, I couldn't even do a speed run today, guys. So yeah, it looks like the ESC in this car is a dodgy one. Once again, you know, the price is a little bit steep. I wish WLtoys would lower the price on this one. I will leave a link in the description below, guys, so you can check it out yourself. You know, it's just part of the review process, but what I've been given here today, I can't recommend this one, you know. And like I said before, it's just my opinion, you know. I'm not digging the body shell on this one. But anyway, guys, I may revisit this on the channel. I will contact Makerfire and let them know of this issue, and then I might even put my own ESC in there, even a 45 amp one from one of the previous models that they've got out there from WLtoys, and that should fit quite easily in this one. Or I might go with one of my aftermarket ones. I've got a 45 amp ESC laying around, then we'll bring it out again. All right, guys, but at this stage, yeah, I can't continue this review. You can see it on video, guys. I'm not trying to hide anything at all. That's not my style. If something doesn't work properly, it ends up on the channel anyway. So anyway, guys, unfortunately I couldn't continue this review. I was expecting to just do a quick quick run out here today to see if we would get the 75 km/h claimed speed, and then I was going to take it for an off-road bash test to see how it goes off-road. But these things happen, and yeah, out of my control. So anyway, guys, I will revisit this one. I'm going to contact Makerfire, like I said, see what they can do about it. Maybe they could send me another ESC if they wish to, or I'll maybe put one of the 45 amp ESCs in this car from one of the other WLtoys, or I'm pretty sure I've got a 45 amp ESC from Surpass Hobby that would fit in here as well. Okay, I don't have any 35 amp ones though, which is what came with this buggy, which is, I think, defective. Yeah, I think it's more ESC related, because the batteries, you know, are both fully charged, the stock one and the aftermarket one that I've got there. and we had the same issue here today. What I'll do, I'll leave a couple of links in the description below, as well as during this video. I'll leave some on the end cards actually of some better valued RCs that are actually cheaper than this that I recently reviewed on the channel only about a week ago. You can go check those videos out, and yeah, you're definitely getting a lot more better value for your money, that's for sure. And that's just my opinion. Even if this car ran well, you know, the price is a bit of a factor for this one. I think it's priced a bit too high in my opinion. So all right guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Until next time, enjoy the hobby and happy RCing. See you guys again soon.